just visit the website, just like that here, and just go to free resources and download the weekly worksheet with videos, free solution. Now what we're going to do is actually we're trying to just upload one and go through one question or two questions a week, so that any time comes revision, you can actually download this worksheet for your revision. Now, and don't forget, there's a free mini course here which I will personally teach all these chapters here for free, so totally free, so there's no string attached. Just sign up, and if you really like our free online course, you can consider actually subscribing to our full courses, all right, which is only a fraction of the tuition price. I think you could just go to online course and actually just look at the price here. Okay, so now without further ado, let's look at how we can solve this question here proficiently. So let's look at this question here, which is on quadratic equations and its application. Let's see how we can do this proficiently. So we're told that Mrs. Tan bought Y plates for 180. Y plates of what? Y plates, just Y plates. Okay, so write down an expression in terms of Y for the price of each plate. Okay, that is pretty okay. This is algebra. So if you buy Y plate for 180, so you have number of plates is Y, right? Will give you 180. So the thing is, if you want one plate, you just take 180 divided by Y. Okay, so that's pretty okay. So price of each plate. Price of each plate is just 180 over Y. Okay, that's about it. This is the first one. Now let's look at the second part of the question. She wanted to sell each plate at a profit of 150. Write down the expression in terms of Y for the selling price of each plate. So selling price, this would be the cost price, right? So this is the cost price. So in other words, selling price will just be 180 over Y plus 150. Yeah, because all these are in dollars. Okay, so this is okay. So just write down. Right. So if you look at these are all the terms which you need to know. Write down, meaning you don't really need calculation. So I reckon that these two parts here would actually just will just give us a 1 mark each, right? This is what we call B1 mark. Let's look at part C. So we are told that Mrs. Tan only managed to sell 50 plates, and she also broke 6 plates and decided to sell the rest of the plate at 250. So I believe that this was sold. I think the question here is a bit ambiguous, so we just assume that for this selling price, because if she only managed to sell 50 plates, I think this is referring to the price previously, which is 180 over Y plus 150, and also broke 6 plates and decided to sell the rest of the plate at 250. Okay, so meaning the rest of the other plates would be sold at 250. Okay, write down the expression in terms of Y for the sum of the money she will receive. Okay, so now this is it. We're gonna try and understand this part here. If she has got Y plates, Y amount of plates here, Y amount. Okay, this is Y amount. So we know that 50 plates here is sold at 180 over Y plus 150. 180 over Y plus 150. And also, the next thing is essentially when you're looking at there's 6 plate here, right? This is like 6 plates. This is 6 plates which is broken. Okay, and the rest here will be sold at 250. This is 250. Okay, this is what the question is trying to say. So it's sold at 250. Write down an expression in terms of Y for the sum of money she will receive. Okay, so this case here, this would then be the number of plates here. You need to deduce by yourself. Would then be Y minus 50 minus 6, right? Y minus 56. Y minus 50 minus 6. So the sum of money that she'll receive would just be 50 plates times 180 over Y plus 150 plus 250 okay, minus y minus 50 minus 6. So this is 1 here. So this is the expression in terms of y for the sum of money she received. So sum of money, we're just gonna multiply and put into our calculator here. So this case here will be 50 times 180. That will be 9,000 over y plus 1. 50 times 150. 75 plus 2.5 y. This is minus 56 times 250 will just be 140. Okay, so just put it nicely. This case here, what we get is actually 9,000 over y plus 75. Okay, 75 minus 140. 75 minus 140, that will be negative 65. Okay, so that's how we do this question here proficiently. Let's look at the subsequent part. So for part D, Mrs. Tan made a profit of 130. This is a profit here. Find out an equation of y to represent this information and show that it reduces to this. Okay, great. So let's slowly do it. The profit is 130. This is what she'll receive. She'll receive. And this is her revenue. Okay, this will be her revenue. This is what she received. So revenue would be minus of this is the cost price. Okay, and this will give us a profit. This will turn us a profit. Okay, so let's see. So what we're gonna do is actually just take the revenue minus cost price equals to 130, and that's the expression that we are looking at. So from here, what we'll get is actually, I'm just writing it down, revenue. So it's 9,000 over y plus 2.5 y minus 65 minus of the cost price, which is actually 180, will give us a profit of 130. Okay, so maybe I won't write that down here. This is what she received. This is the revenue. Okay, this is a cost. This is a profit. Okay, so what we're going to do is now we're going to simplify this. So this is 9,000 over y. This is plus 2.5 y minus 65 minus 65 minus 180 negative 245. Okay, so just rearrange this part. It's pretty okay. Minus 130 negative 375. So this is 9,000 over y plus 2.5 y minus 375 equals to 0. After which, what we're going to do is actually just simplify this, right? They told us, now look at this carefully. This is a coefficient of 1 in terms of y squared. So whatever we do, just make sure that we get coefficient of y in terms of in front of y squared. Yeah. So we multiply this with y, multiply this with y both sides, because there's a y here. I'll get rid of it. Okay, so this is 9,000 plus 2.5 y square minus 375 y. Each term multiplied by y. Okay. Then this case here, to get this to 1, what I'm going to do is actually just divide both sides by 2.5 divided by 2.5. Okay, because this need to be 1. So very simply put it, 9,000 divided by 2.5 for please whole number 3,600. So this is 3,600 plus y square. 375 divided by 2.5, that will be 150y equals to 0. So this case here will be y square minus 150y plus 3600 equals to 0. Okay, there you go. This is it. Okay, there you go. We're gonna check. Yeah, that's how you show it. Now let's look at part 2 then. So for part 2, we are told to solve this expression here. You could actually just see whether it could be factorized by using a calculator. So usually just use a calculator to check whether you could actually solve this using your calculator for finding the there you go, is integer value here. So this is pretty okay. So this case here, to solve this, we're just going to factorize this. There are many ways to do this method here. So what we do is I'm going to use the method where is the completing the rectangle here. So this is y, this is y, this is 360. So we know that it should be 120 and 30. So this is like 120 and how much is it? 30, right? These both. So you just put this as 120 here, the length here, and this is 30. Just to split this up. So this area here will be 120y and this will be 30y. Okay. Now, but because we need it to be negative 150, so we just need to apply negative here, and this will be negative area, and we add them up, it will be negative 150. Okay. So this case here, when you factorize the 100y minus 120, y minus 30. Okay. So hence y minus 120, zero factor theorem. If you have two factors multiply together and give you 0, so one or two of the factors could be 0. Okay, that's why we need to make sure that this is 0. So this is y equals 120 or 30. Okay, just solve it. All right, so solving it will be that. Okay, so find the number of plates that Mrs. Tan bought. Okay, Mrs. Tan bought. So this case here, if you look carefully, look at the whole question's flow, you have to make sure that you need to reject. So y is the amount of plates she bought, right? Y plates. But because she managed to sell 50 plates for that first selling price that she set, so you need to reject. So she sold 120 plates. Okay, reject. Y equals to 30. As y has to be bigger than 50. Okay, so you have to pick 120. That's all I'll say. Okay, so this is how you do this question here proficiently. Now, any question or comments, please do let us know. Keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next question.